In this lesson, we're going to start our discussion about line tangents. On screen, you're seeing the first type of tangent we're going to draw. We're basically drawing a tangent to a circle. Given that our radius is 30 millimeters, let's try drawing the tangent as shown in the picture. The first thing we'll have to draw is our center for our circle. We can draw a construction line like that, and then another one like this. And I'm sure you know that I usually like calling that O. So at point O, we're going to stand there with a radius of 30. So I'll pick a 30 millimeters on my rule and stand at O. Then draw my circle in construction. Let's say we get a point P on this part. You can select any, since we're just looking at the procedure of how we can do it. Let's say we select this point here. At that point is where we're going to draw our tangent. First thing is joining that point and the center of the circle. And then we can extend this line. Now we know that this is the point where we want our tangent to be. And when we looked at the properties of a tangent, remember we talked about a normal being 90 degrees to the tangent. So what we are required to do is, at this point, we're going to construct a 90 degrees angle. We know how to construct. We stand at this point, mark two arcs, this one and another one. We can extend this one, then stand at this point and mark like that. So we have drawn this, our normal. Now we're drawing our tangent. What you notice is I'll be drawing the tangents first, then outlining the circles. Then I draw. And there we have it. We have just drawn our first tangent to a circle. Notice here we haven't yet started drawing the tangents that we described in the introduction, where we had a point and then we drew. Here I've just utilized the fact that a normal and a tangent are at 90 degrees. So when we're given a point on our circle and we are required to draw a line tangent at that point, we just need to draw a normal that is from the center of the circle to the point of tangency. And then at the point of tangency, we will be required to draw a 90 degrees angle. After construction of that angle, we will draw a line that is our tangent. The next type of arrangement is when we have a tangent from a point. We're drawing a tangent where we have a circle of radius 50 millimeters and point P is 70 millimeters away from the center of the circle. How are we going to handle such a scenario? The first thing is draw a line like this. Since we know point P and the center of our circle are 70 millimeters apart, we can measure that 70 and then place it on this line like this. I'll take the left marking to be the center of my circle. So at that point, I'm going to draw a line like this. And I can name that O so that we can know it's the center of the circle. Then this is going to be P. Next, I'm measuring 40 millimeters, the radius of my circle. Then I stand at O. Construction, I can draw a circle. Then now, let's go through the steps of drawing a tangent from a point to a circle. The first thing you have to do is join that particular point to the center of your circle. In this case, since they are lying on the same line, we don't have to necessarily join them. But let's say point P was somewhere here. What you have to do is join that point to the center of the circle. Then bisect the distance between that point and the center of the circle. Here it's the distance OP. After we have bisected that distance, this new point here that we have, we can call X. It's going to be very important. We're going to stand at X, open our compass to O or to P. Since this X is in the middle of OP, doesn't matter whether you take O or you take P. Next, we'll draw a semicircle from O going to P. Then the point where this semicircle cuts our circle, this point here, is the point of tangency. So what we're going to do is draw a line from O to that point. We can call that point A. And then next we just join P and A. PA is the required tangent, so this time I'm going to be outlining PA. And there we have our tangent. Now I can outline my circle. So I can measure 40 and then draw. And there we have a tangent from a point P to our circle.